Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. Let's do Tarot Tuesday. We're going to do a free-for-all. That means whatever you want. You want a specific question, ask it. You want a general reading, you want a single card, whatever. We'll do whatever. Just ask. I'll take them in the order in which I see them. Thank you all so much for being here. Special shout out to the members and the moderators. Please do remember to like this video, and if you're here for the first time, please do subscribe. I want to remind you we have a class Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Please join us for that. Tarot in Context, how we use the contextual clues available to us from the cards, from our intuition, from the position in the spread to get the most information that we can in a tarot reading. All right. So today I thought I would use Modern Witch. I love this deck. My complaint about it is it's so stiff. It's so hard to shuffle. Does the Modern Witch not riffle shuffle? That is what I'm thinking, because that's freaking impossible, right? I'll tell you what. The quality of and it's not just like quality. I mean, this is quality. But the way that it is, I like a card to be very bendable, and I also really prefer a linen finish. That's my favorite card finish. And you are a serious tarot aficionado if you have a favorite tarot card finish. Good Lord, how did it come to this? I do not know. All right, let's get going. All right, first question I see is for George. I would like to know if me and Sherry will reconcile soon, or is he gonna speak to me? The thing is, I feel like he will speak to you. And I feel like what he does is from time to time offers hope, but I don't know that there is reason to be hopeful here in the long run, but I do think he'll speak to you. All right, DH, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. A general reading for you. So, what I think is important for you right now, DH, I feel like you are healing from some things that have been hurtful in the past. Unfair treatment, relationships, be it family, romance, friends, whatever, that didn't work out well. And you are in a space of healing. And I think you have to allow that healing and know that you will come to a place of balance where you're really going to be feeling successful, on top of things, enjoying your life. You're going there. So just healing and things get better. That's really the key. All right. Barbie Bird, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm curious about my next move and if things are going to go smoothly, finding a new place to live for August. All right, let's take a look. So when we look at that, I feel like this is a complete and total pain in your butt, no matter what. Even if it goes smoothly, it's a pain in your butt. And it's probably not going to go smoothly. It's probably not. Sorry. So what do you need to know about this? You can handle it. In terms of resources, time, money, energy, whatever it takes, you will have the resources to do what you need to do. A lot of the issues, excuse me, you're making me all choked up here. You get the devil in the tower. What do you expect, man? I think a lot of the issue is there's emotion around all of this. And emotion is fine. Emotion is good, but be aware of the emotion that's there and how that lends to the energy here. In the long run, you are unwinding some very, very difficult stuff over a long period of time, Barbie. And this move is part of that healing, so it's big. Even if it's not big, it's big. Excuse me, like for example, even if this move Even if this move is not a hard move financially or logistically, it's still a hard move emotionally because it's part of this whole series of events. But guess what? This move is putting closure to this series of events so that you can finally be in your own space. And I mean that not just emotion, not just physically, literally your own space, but your own headspace. This clears your energy. So the move is hard, but it clears your energy in a really important way. I hope that made sense. Peggy Lou, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a general reading for you. Peggy Lou, right now, really be open to using your skills, the tools that you have at your disposal to make things better for yourself and the people around you. You've got a lot of people around you going through tough times, but you also have the ability to help them heal and to help yourself heal, and in that, to bring joy to them and to yourself. So just recognize your knowledge. Recognize your knowledge and use it. Recognize and use the knowledge that you have, Peggy Lou, because you got a lot of it. Oh, Barbie, thanks for that feedback. Glad that worked for you. Good, good, good. Ashley, so nice to see you. I am over my job. The people looking to move away from the bar industry. Don't blame you. Will I pass my insurance exam the first time out? Okay, so this is a hard question because if I say yes, then you're going to get cocky. And if I say no, how's that even a little bit helpful? But the thing is, you get the Six of Wands here, which is a card of victory. It would suggest that you are likely to pass, but you're likely to pass because you will be prepared. What do you need to do to prepare? To really settle your mind, to know that you've got this, to know that this is a good thing. This is a good thing for your path. Very, very appropriate for your path. And come to that place where you feel comfortable with what you're doing here. And that and have the knowledge and feel comfortable with the knowledge. And I think you'll most certainly pass. And you know, the thing is, excuse me for saying it, Ashley, but assholes are everywhere. And I realize, like a bar, people can get really unhinged. But you know what? In the insurance world, people can get unhinged too. So you're still going to have unhinged people around you, but at different hours and in different ways, and most of them won't be intoxicated. So that will help a great deal. It's a good move. TJ and GA, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Guidance about the Gemini I've been chatting with, please. All right. So I think it's an easy conversation, but the question is, where is this going? I don't feel like it's... I got all kinds of questions here. All kinds of questions. I don't entirely trust this person. First of all, I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. I feel like I want you to be careful here. I feel like this could be fun, but I don't think it has a future. I could be wrong. Obviously, you've got to follow your own heart, but I'm looking at this and I'm a little ugged. Not in the most obvious way, not overtly, covertly. And so I don't want to inadvertently squash something that could be good. But I would say approach carefully. Look for signs of narcissism, narcissistic behavior. Look for signs of things that don't add up, of someone who is not entirely telling the truth. And when we look at what this person is looking for, I feel like they're saying one thing, but it's not true. So be careful. That's what I'm going to say. All right. And I want to say thank you. Barbie Bird has become a member of this channel. Thank you so much for that. We really, really, really appreciate it. And let me immediately direct you to a couple of things, Barbie. There is a members only playlist that has a bunch of stuff. Check that out. New things every month. And one of the things that happens pretty much every month is a members only live stream. So look for that. We've got one scheduled coming up this month as well. We do a different thing each month. For May, we're really just going to do sort of a free-for-all, whatever you want, just readings, whatever the heck you want. But it's just for members. And so look at all of that. And thank you so much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. All right. Who's next? It would be Adrija. Thanks so much for being here. Oh my gosh, this doesn't surprise me at all. We've been thinking this was going to be happening. My manager, name starts with M. Thank you for that. Has suddenly started acting like a jerk. No. But yeah, we thought this would happen. I just want to know how things will be, and will there be any improvement? Is there anything going behind my back? All right, I am so sorry you're going through this, Adrija. But I've been wondering, I see problems at work. Here they are. I'm so sorry. All right, so your manager, M, is not the best at people skills anyway. Why do we have managers who don't have people skills? I do not know, but there's plenty of them, and I think this is one. When we look at how this manager feels about you, I feel like this manager is challenging you specifically, singling you out for challenge. You see it as jerky behavior. The manager is not trying to be a jerk. This is just poor management skill. The management is trying to get you to grow. That's what the manager wants you to do. The manager is not trying to get rid of you or harass you or embarrass you. The manager is trying to get you to grow. So what you want to do with this, Adrija, is really, instead of letting this trigger you and get upset, try to see ways that you can comply with what the manager wants and ways in which, I don't know that any of this is really helpful towards your growth, but if the manager thinks that you're on board and that you're growing, the manager will not be such a jerk to you. Where is this all going to go? I don't love this. I really don't love this. And I think this behavior is going to continue. And I do think it feels specific to you. And I think what you're going to have to do is find a way to stroke the ego of the manager and let the manager help you grow, whether you are growing or not. That's what you got to do. But this is yet another reason I think ultimately a new job is in your future. I'm sorry. And is there anything going on here behind your back? I don't think he's plotting against you. I think he's trying to get you to grow, maybe even toward a promotion. He's trying to develop you, or she, I don't know what the gender is of the person, trying to develop you, but is doing it in a really obnoxious way, and that's just poor management. So try not to let it trigger you. That's really the key. Smile Soul 20, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. My question, will I meet a potential love interest soon? So I've been predicting a good love interest for you for literally years. And I'm going to take credit for it when it happens, but until it happens, I'm feeling like a lousy psychic. So let's see what we got going on here. Honestly, I think you've been doing a lot of what you need to do to help attract such a person. I think you're really doing that, and I think you've been being patient, even though that's hard. Amongst the people you now know, I do see you running into an old friend, and that's going to feel good, but I don't think that's a romantic thing. When do I see you meeting a new partner? I feel like there's more that you need to do. It may be about, really actively trying to seek it out, using dating apps or things of that nature. I think that if you were actively seeking it out a little more, going places where it's easy to meet someone, using apps, something like that, I would say by June. So soon, since it's May now. But that's what you have to do. You've been doing a lot. You've been doing a good job, but you have to take it yet another step. Charles Smith, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Is there something specific I need to do now? I love that question. Yeah, make a clear list of priorities. There is so much on so many levels. Home, health, finances, community, spirituality, creativity. There are so many different things. And I think you have to make a list right now of priorities. And I mean, it's a good problem to have. The fact that you've got so many things to do and so many things that interest you, it's a good thing. You're never going to be bored. But make a list of priorities so nothing falls through the cracks, and so you're not feeling overwhelmed, and so you're not feeling like some of the important things won't get done. It'll all get done, I promise. Morgana the Great, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks so much for being here. What do I need to know about my relationship? I feel like it continues. It's continuing. I feel like you're trying to be patient with each other, but there are problems. I feel like there needs to be better communication. I feel like you're holding it together, but there's things that I think there's a lot going on under the surface here, and there needs to be better communication, both for each of you internally. Like you each need to check in and see what you want, what each of you individually, and then you need to communicate it to the other. So I feel like part of the problem is each of you, you're not communicating with yourselves well, and then you're not communicating well with each other. But I think you want the relationship to continue, but I think you're afraid of some of this communication. So don't be afraid, because, you just got to do what you got to do. You should be more afraid of not doing it. Hey, Kimmy, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. My first licensing exam is coming up, and I can take it in August or February, so congratulations. There are pros and cons to both. Which one is the better time for me to take it? I love this question. All right, so Kimmy. August or February? February. You do it in February. I know it takes longer. I know it feels better to do it in August, but it is highly better to do it in February. Take your time and just do it. Seriously. All right. Hang on a second. Just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Trey Cameron, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Should I continue with this new hobby? I've been having lots of fun. Will I meet anyone from it? More friendship, not romance. All right. So Trey, yes, I think it's fun. I think it's good. I think just the experience of it is good. I don't know that you're going to meet any deep, long-term friends here. But I think you will have a bunch of sort of people that you enjoy spending time with for this activity. And, that happens for people. They have like their theater friends, their Reiki friends, their tarot friends, whatever. And I think it's like that, which is good. Michelle F., it's so nice to see you. Your 40th birthday party. Well, happy birthday, first of all. And you want to know about this event. Will everything come together in time? How will the party, and so this is not so much about your birthday, it's about the party itself. How will the party be? Let's take a look and see. So there's a lot of details here, and you can be clear that no matter how hard you try, not all the details are going to come together exactly the way you want. So check and double check, but it's going to be great no matter what. stressful, like this feels like planning a wedding. This is like, it feels like a big event or an important event. So, you know, as I was saying to Charles, priorities, you know, be clear about your priorities. Keep a lot of lists. Be really careful about how you do everything. Not everything's going to be perfect, but it will all be perfectly fine. That's what I'm here to tell you. And happy birthday once again. And I want to say thank you to Betty Flesher. Betty is a member. Thank you for that. But thank you also for the generous super chat. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Leslie Jones, so nice to see you. Which option is better? A, get an E. B, work with TC. C, keep doing, oh, I see, no. Okay, I got it. A, get an E. B, work with C. No, work with T. C, keep doing the same thing. You did it correctly, Leslie, no problem. It's just taken me a minute to make sure I am reading it correctly. That's on me, not you. Okay, so A, B, C. I'm not loving any of this. I don't love any of it. I feel like we don't want to keep doing the same thing, but until we figure out the next thing to do, because the two things that you've suggested, get the E or work with T, the two things that you've suggested aren't fabulous, but staying where you are isn't fabulous either. And so then we think about another option, finding a whole other option. What about finding a whole other option? That feels heavy and hard, but it is the right thing to do. Be patient. Keep looking. You will find the right option. It's going to take time, but you don't want to jump out of the frying pan and into the fire. So staying where you are is better than making a change that's going to be the same or worse. So stay where you are until something markedly better is the thing that happens. And keep looking for that markedly better thing. That's what I say. All right, Michelle F. My daughter Jules would like a card. They want to know about a job they're hoping to get in the next few months. All right, let's take a look and see what we see. So I do think that you will get this job, and I do think that it will be pretty much in the time frame you're thinking. Maybe it'll take a little longer, but you're not the world's most patient person, so, you know, it may take a little longer. All right. And the job itself is going to be comfortable for you. I think for the most part, you're going to enjoy it. I think this is a good thing. All right. Quinn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a general reading for you. So Quinn, you need to do something fun like stat. Like the sooner the better. You need to do something fun. And it should be maybe outdoors if the weather is good. It could be like about your home, cleaning, remodel. I know cleaning your home is that fun, but it can be if it's like a remodel, a redecoration, a refresh. You need to do something that makes you feel better. It is time to feel better, and that feels like it could be anything. It could be a reorganization of something. It could be just going for a walk on a beautiful day, but you have to pay attention to doing something that makes you feel better. Karen Winkle, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Is my therapist a good fit? Will I be successful working with her? Let's take a look and see. So it's going to take some time and it's going to be unpleasant. But if you let it happen and you just go with it, like, I don't know that this is the best fit. Like, if I had to pick someone for you, I don't know this is who I would pick. But could it be successful? Yeah, it could be. Yes, yes, yes. So it's not the ideal fit. If you could find somebody else, that's, I'm going to say just go for it and make it work and just go with the flow and just try to be open to it is what I'm going to say, if you can. I think that would be best. And, oh my goodness gracious, I want to say thank you. Michelle F. has just become a member at the stars level. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. We appreciate you. We appreciate your support. As I was saying to Barbie Bird, there's a whole folder, members only. So check that out, and I add to it all the time. So keep looking. All right. And thank you. We really appreciate it. All right, PL Day, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Should I expend any more energy trying to reconcile with a friend who is mad at me? I'm thinking it can't be fixed and just let it go. But let's check and see. All right. All right. It's always your nature, PL Day, to want to reconcile. That's always your nature. But the reality, when I look at this particular individual is hard to please. Could you find a way to reconcile with this person? You could. Would there be a value to it for you, though? I feel like the only way to do this is to let this person be so right about everything. No, I think the contortions that you would have to go through in order to have this reconciliation, it's just not worth it. I don't think you can. I don't think you should. I agree with you. Martha Vink, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Should I invest in a tech company called MagFest? Let's take a look. Let's see what we got. I'm not loving it. Let me reshuffle. I'm not loving it. So when we look at, for anybody, not just for you, Martha, but MagFest, is this a good company in general? I have questions. And of course, talk to someone whose job it is to advise on these matters, certainly. But I have questions about it. I'm not loving it. All right, Julie, so nice to see you. Why is my brother not telling okay to marry anyone? Is A or D who he will marry, and why is he doing like this? Well, I think he just doesn't want to make a decision that's going to make him miserable. I think he is really worried about misery, which, when we talk about marriage can be misery. So I think he's just really worried about that. Would he marry A? Probably not. If it's going to be either of those, it's likely to be D. Swati, so nice to see you. I'm in a relationship for the last 4 years, but I'm not brave enough to talk about our marriage to my parents, as they don't want me to get married with someone who is from a different community. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's so hard. So hard. But it's been 4 years, and when we look at this relationship, I feel like this relationship can work. I feel like your family is really wanting you to marry. And, the question is there anyone else that you could marry that they would approve of that would be good for you? See, I don't think so. I feel like you're going to have to decide how much courage you have. I think if you speak with your family about this, you're right, they're not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy at all. You are absolutely right. But what are you going to do? You can keep on going the way you're going, or you can leave the relationship. but I don't know that you really want to leave the relationship. I think if you were to leave the relationship, I don't think you want to leave the relationship. That's what I keep coming up with. So I feel like, this is going to require either a sacrifice or some courage. Your choice. Good luck. I'm so sorry. That's tough. Ren Geronimo, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is some general guidance as requested. I am concerned here. I am concerned really about things like work and money when I look at you, sort of the mundane things, where I feel like things have not been going the way you want. I feel like you are a very hard worker. I feel like you always have been, but I don't think you're where you've always wanted to be. And so the question is, what do you have to do to get to where you've always wanted to be? And I think it's time for you to make some clear decisions around your goals. And if you can do that, you will create the situation that will bring you success and happiness. Oh, okay, Martha, I will handle your second question as well. Thank you. Okay, Priyanka, I have two questions. One about my relationship. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I don't know if he's the right person for me. My second, can you please tell me how my career is going to be? Yeah, man, love and career. What else is there, right? Okay, so looking at career, I think you have some changes you need to make. I feel like you are in this situation where I think you're going to start to feel kind of stuck. And so when we look at career, you might be looking at more education. You might be looking at just trying to learn on the job and move forward. But where you are is not where you can stay. There needs to be either promotion within or a whole new thing. So you have to look toward growth. And the person that you're with right now, no. And honestly, if you have to ask the question, then you know. But so I'm going to say neither your love life nor your career is going the way you want it to right now. And I would say there needs to be growth in both areas. Okay, so going back to you, Swati, I didn't see the second part of your questions. When should you talk to your parents? The sooner the better. The sooner the better. And I think if you do talk to your parents about it, ultimately you will marry this person, and that's what you should do. Okay. All right. Salma, thanks for being here. What do I need to know about Sharma? Let's take a look. What you need to know about Sharma is great at beginnings, but not necessarily great at follow through. So may not always do as promised or as expected. And that's not dishonesty. It's just enthusiasm in the beginning, but hard on follow through. Horse Fan Don, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. A general reading for you, most certainly. So this week, pay attention to astrology. I know you're an astrologer anyway, but really pay attention to what's going on for you in the heavens this week and live accordingly. Live accordingly, even more stridently than you normally would. Kanchan, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I will be going to my new house with my narcissistic family, so good, in a few days where I will start studying. My routine was fresh start after a gap. May I have advice regarding the rest of this month with respect to studies? Yeah, you just have to shut yourself in your space and study, because study in the long run is what will cause you to be able to escape said narcissistic family. So just focus on that and do it, and all will be well. Jenny, so nice to see you. Is Yuri a true friend? We've been friends since high school, but sometimes he makes some remarks about me that bother me a lot. And I think, honestly, like, does he know that these remarks bother you? I feel like he doesn't want to bother you. And I feel like he just doesn't understand. Maybe you haven't told him, or maybe you haven't told him in a way that he can understand. He just doesn't understand how hurtful these things are to you. So I think that this would be a good exercise in trying to have this conversation with him and see where that goes. Rhonda, what is going to be the connection between Rex and myself going to come to? All right. Here it is. Rhonda, what is going to be the connection between Rex and myself going to come to happen between us and our connection? That didn't really make much more sense, but I know what you mean. Okay. I mean, I think when we talk about connection, like, what does this even mean here? Like, I'm not even sure if there's a relationship here now to begin with. And when we talk about connection, I feel like there's something that you feel, but you may have over-spiritualized it. It may be a chemistry. But I'd be careful here. I'd be very, very careful. Do not over-spiritualize this. And it might be that what comes of this is nothing, and that could be just fine. That might be your best case scenario here, really. All right. JJ, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And you're looking for a general reading, which right now is sort of suggesting that things in your life are not going the way you want them to. And that is a big frustration right now. And it's making you feel bad. You may need to use different tools. You may need to learn something different. In life in general, you may think about going to school. You may already be in school. So short term, better communication, and different tools. You know what they say, the definition of insanity is a person who does the same thing over and over again looking for different results. If what you're doing isn't working, do something different. And long term, consider that some schooling, some education might be really important. This will help move you forward. All right, Betty Fleischer, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We really appreciate you. I have a backyard building project, but we haven't heard from the builder in a while. What's going on with him? And thanks for using members only emojis as well. All right. I feel like the builder has just been caught up in a lot of stuff. I think that, if you haven't already been calling, I think you should, or reaching out, but I think it will get done. It will happen. Your project will be finished, but it is going to take some time. And, will you be happy with the finished product? Well, can we even get to a freaking finished project, please? I feel like the builder does mean well, but something is going on here that is out of sorts. You need to get on top of this and really, I almost want to say you may need to get your husband to do this because the male voice may move things more quickly. I wish this weren't true, but it's possibly true. So this isn't the builder trying to get away with something dishonest, but it is the builder going through a difficult time and going to handle squeaky wheels first. So be a squeaky wheel. And I'm sorry for the frustration. Okay, Mediha Ness saying thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. You're coming back tomorrow. Yay. Expecting some paper issues coming out. How will it be? How can I work it out? Let's see. Oh, JJ, you asked for a read and then you asked a question. So I did a general read for you, but now I see there's a question. So I will answer your question when I get to it. All right. So, Medihanes, how will it be? Oh, I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. I think it's going to take time. I think you'll have to be patient. So I would just say be prepared to be comfortable, be prepared to be patient, and be prepared to deal with a lot of people being stupid, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And we'll look forward to seeing you when you're stateside. All right. Okay, so JJ, wondering what's up with Mo. He's in and out. Will he be coming to visit this week? He seemed excited but last night was off again. What's going on? You know, let's see. Oh, Jenny, hang on. I'm going to do you, JJ, just a sec. Jenny, you're so right. I never told him that it bothers me. I need to work on setting some boundaries. Yeah, he has no idea, and I don't think he means it the way you're taking it. Seriously. So be kind about how you do it, but do it. Okay. So JJ, what's up with Mo? Mo has been through it. Mo, I don't know that this is clinical, but I think Mo has a lot of fears, a lot of mood swings, a lot. And I think Mo is unsure. So this mixed message that you're getting from Mo is the real thing. Mo is unsure. And since Mo is unsure, Mo is not to be trusted. And that's not personal. I'm not saying Mo is dishonest. I'm saying Mo is unsure. There we go. Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being a moderator here. I don't know what happened with my friend James and I. Reached out a few times with no response. Don't want to be pushy, but I care about our friendship. What happened with us? Will he reach out? Okay, there is a serious misunderstanding here. And let's see. I think he will reach out when he's ready. And I don't think he has bad feelings about you. I think he's going through something that he's like just not ready to blah, blah, blah. And again, like that Seven of Swords does speak to misunderstanding. I'm not sure where that is. It could be that he's gotten upset about something here. I don't know what it is, and I don't know that it's specific to you. So I think you can just let him know that you would, you hope he's well and you care about him. You'd love to speak with him when he's ready. And then you have to give him time, and eventually he'll reach out. But I don't think you did anything, specifically bad or wrong here. I really don't. All right. Martha Vink, thanks for being here. Is there something I need to know and or do about the stomach cramps I've been having for a couple of days? Might be something I ate. Yoga. You need to do some yoga, and yeah, it could be it could be something you ate. I think it also could be stress. You could be starting to take some stress to the gut recently. And that happens. We have neurotransmitters in our intestines. It happens. So I think stress could be part of it. Okay. Joanne Smith, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a general reading for you. Joanne, I feel like you feel guilty about things that are not your fault. I feel like there's so many things you want to do right now. And I honestly feel really good about so much. So much that you have going on here, Joanne. I'm super, super, super excited for you. Super excited. Just keep on your path and do what you're doing, but don't be hard on yourself. Things will get done. Don't be hard on yourself. Seriously. All right. Hey, Joyce Ocean, nice to see you. Lydia, nice to see you. Yours is the next question that I see. And thank you, everyone, for the feedback. I do see it. I do appreciate it. I read it. I don't always read it aloud, but I do see it. All right. Lydia, may I get a general career reading and a general career reading for my boyfriend? Joyce Ocean, stress kills, yoga heals. There you go. All right. So, Lydia, general career reading for Lydia. It's hard right now, and it's not your fault. You have to make the best of difficult situations. Use your logic, use your intelligence. You will move forward in the next 6 months. And for the boyfriend, even harder. And the thing is, it feels like you don't even want to try anymore. But if you keep trying and you keep working, you will be successful. Do not give up. Jackie Masters, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Can you give me an overview of the next 8 months? I'm mainly looking at finances, work, creative activities, fun stuff. So as far as work is concerned, do you have a new job yet? I'm not sure about that. Let's start with work. I definitely see a job, and I see a job that feels stable and good. So either you have that now or you will have that soon. The finances, you'll get there. The finances will be up and down, but will be okay. And creative, spiritual, social, all the other things, I think that's what takes a hit. I think sometimes it's hard to find that balance, and it's hard for you to prioritize the things that are important to you. So I think, in terms of Maslow's hierarchy, I think your basic needs are going to be stable, so you should prioritize the things that are important to you. Pamela Scott, so nice to see you. I've been with my partner since 2021, but lately things have not been so great. Can I get some guidance on this topic? Yeah, I feel like you are kind of a mother to your partner in a way. This feels like a mother-child relationship, not a partner-partner relationship. And I feel like that's the dynamic that would have to change. If you want to heal this, you have to change that dynamic. Okay. So Denise Woods, thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Your question is about your relationship. I mean, this has been a back and forth thing, and there are times when you really feel like there's no way forward, and then you find a way forward. And so it's really up to the two of you and what the two of you want and what's possible logistically. So it's about what's possible and what you want. There is no specific destiny here. There's nothing that says you should be together, you shouldn't be together. That's up to you. But, hey, Mix You Air, nice to see you. But, Denise, there is a sense that right now you're feeling like you've had it. And the thing that would make it better is the two of you each need to be working on yourselves and on the relationship at the same time. That's what would make it better. But if you decide it can't work and we have to let it go, that's okay too. There's nothing here that says you should be together or you should not be together. That's up to you. All right. So, okay, now we have, okay, I'm going to really try. And I know how to say this, and I'm going to screw it up. I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up, and I'm so sorry in advance. Srinivasan. Please tell me the right way to say it, and I apologize it. What does Ram want to convey to me? Any message from him? The message is simply that sometimes unfortunate things happen, and there's not anything you can do about it. You just have to be strong. Kanchan, thank you for that. Okay. Joyous Ocean, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Not sure what to ask. Guest general reading. Thanks for using members only emojis. I'm traveling to Massachusetts for a retreat. Hired my former coach to help me with organizational structure for my business, and I'm dating. I feel like everything is kind of going in the right direction. So I guess it's general. All right. So looking at all of that, Joyous Ocean, it is all going in the right direction. We are moving into a great summer. And, there's going to be challenges. Of course, there will be challenges. You have to make the best of difficult situations, but you are finding ways to move forward. There's going to be a lot of decisions that you have to make, and some of those will be hard, and it will be important to make the right decision, not to put the pressure on. But in broad strokes, yes, you are moving in the right direction. Okay, and Priyanka, which direction should I move in terms of my career? And the answer is toward the thing that you really want. Sarah 88, I would like to know what my manager thinks of me. I think your manager likes you and thinks you're smart and would like to be able to promote you. So I think, it's pretty positive. Okay, Teresa, my best friend is asking about her narcolepsy diagnosis. Oh my gosh. Are there external factors contributing or anything she's missing that may help? I'm sorry, that's a hard diagnosis. Wow. There are cycles. There are things. If she's one who still has a menstrual cycle, there might be something there that, something hormonal, at any age, something hormonal. I think there are triggers. I think there are dietary triggers. I think there are hormonal triggers. I think she needs to look for the triggers that the doctors aren't going to look for. Mix you here. Nice to see you. Doctor sent a lab request for Alzheimer's DNA testing and was turned down because no one else in my family has done it. I think the lab is overwhelmed and didn't see my family history, maybe. Mom refuses to get one. Ah, I see. So there's only so much you can do, but eventually you will be able to do this. But, it's this whole weird thing going back to where mom's at. I think in a way this speaks more to what's going on with mom than what's going on with you. So mom refuses to get tested. None of my overseas relatives want to get tested, understandable. So now I need advice. What do I need to know? Maybe there's a better strategy. So I think the strategy is patience and honestly doing the things. Doing the things that we know are good for brain health. I think, because what you're concerned about, of course, is a hereditary possibility. But right now, just wait. You'll be able to get tested when you get tested, if you can, whatever. But that's not the most important thing. Because what would you do if it came back positive? You would do the same thing that you're going to do right now, which is do all the things that make a difference for brain health and just take good care of yourself that way. And I think it'll be fine. Oh, Teresa, that makes sense. She also has endometriosis. But going back to you, Mixuir, I got to say, I think your whole family has issues with denial, and that's why you have an issue with your family, just saying. And Teresa, that makes so much sense. So much sense. Baby Cakes, may I have a general career reading? When should I start looking, and when is the good job coming? I think you could start casually looking now, not feverishly, casually. Will you find something now if you look casually? Yes. Start looking casually right now. And I think, toward the summer, within the next couple months, you're going to find something that feels really good. Now, you may find some things that you don't want first, and that's it. I think you have the luxury of not having to take the first thing you find or the first thing you see. I would say by August, you'll be in a great job. All right. My friends, from my perspective, I've answered every question. I've come to the end of the questions. If I accidentally missed you, or if you're here and you haven't asked a question yet, it's last call for readings, y'all. I want to remind you I am available for private sessions. We can do phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. You tell me. We can also do it in person in Palm City if you happen to be local. So the link to schedule is right in the description. Just reach out and schedule with me. Okay. Ishika? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thanks for being here. I had applied in a company for a job. Can you see by when I'll hear back from them and if I will? Let's see. This, hard to say. You may not get this job, and honestly, you may have dodged a bullet. I'm not sure this job is going to be right for you, and I'm not sure that you will hear, but that's okay. Just keep looking. You'll find what you're looking for. Okay, and now, Famata, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, and I'm so sorry. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Anything special coming for me this week? So when we look at this week, don't spend it till you have it, but I feel like perhaps a new opportunity to make money, perhaps an opportunity for a new job, something of that nature that could be very helpful to you. All right, my friends, I want to thank you so much. I will look forward to seeing you soon. Take really good care.